Well, hey there, Belmathuin here. Welcome to episode number 17, I believe. Well, a little bit's happened since the last episode. I actually did do some recording since then. Let's get rid of this night. But I wasn't happy with that video. So I figured we would just go over what was done and kind of go from there. First things first, I used my pickup a little bit in the nether. I had to widen our path all the way to spawn. I had to make it a 3x3 going all the way to spawn, and then I wound up having to make it a 3x4 so that I could put an ice road down, because it's going to make our lives a whole lot easier, and we'll definitely be seeing that pretty soon here. But since my pick is worn down and I've been constantly running kelp through these furnaces, I wanted to pull a lever, take my armor off, and stick my pick right there, and pull a piece of kelp and see if it completely takes care of all the durability. Wow. So if you needed another reason to continuously keep kelp going through a couple of furnaces, that's one. So we'll have to remember that the left furnace is still fully loaded with experience. That was 3 seconds, and our pick was down to about a third durability. So what does that amount to? F3G? No. F3H. Yes. F3H is for your tooltips. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't show which durability because it's fully repaired. That's why. Okay. Well, it's 1561 is the tool. So that was worth over 1,000 experience. I mean, that is insane. I need to get more of these furnaces going. The kelp is really, I mean, every once in a while I go down there, I pop all of those, and then I collect them all. It takes just a couple of minutes, and it burns for quite a long time. So, you know, that right there fills up a double chest. And I just set it and forget it for quite some time. And whenever I do think of it, I go ahead and pop more in. And apparently it's going to be well worth it. Let's get rid of that. Actually, can we still eat that? I think we can. Okay, so you might have seen in the background, I did a thing. Let's see, can we get up there? Oh, so close. So close. We'll fly. So I spent some time in between episodes trying out the color palette from this on our lighthouse. Whoa. Let me land. Let me... No. There. Yeah, just wow. Look at that. I really like that. I might expand that roof a little bit. But I really like that. That hides our mob farm and the mob farm storage pretty handily. And it looks nice. It looks like it belongs. We're gonna have a bunch of things in this color scheme in this area, and then we'll change up colors. I think we'll change up palettes at a future base at a future location. But for now, I kind of want everything here to work together homogeneously. But yeah, I'm really excited about how that turned out. And about how the villager breeder turned out. let's see, I added... I don't think I think I showed it in the episode, or in the video that I wanted to redo. But, you know, I kind of added a flat roof here. I fixed up the villager farm. I had made a mistake because the villager farm that we built on the last episode, it did work in Minecraft 1.13. But something in 1.13.1 changed villagers again. Oop, let's not waste those. Oh, by the way, put a button above a door like that, and you can hit it from either side, only needing one button. So the change was that we needed to have the villager, when this is turned on, we needed his head one block below the block the doors sit on. So now there is no air gap there. In our previous episode, we had an air gap right behind that glass block, and we've since removed it. I lowered down the doors by one block. I think it looks better anyway. It's not as cramped up there, especially with the little bit of an expansion there. And we did this, and let me tell you, look at that. I just turned it on. Just turned it on, and this guy's over here feeding people. There's love hearts everywhere, and this did run, I don't know, a good 8 to 10 hours, and I did not have a single extra villager grow up on top here, which is exactly what we're looking for. I did do a tutorial. If you haven't seen that, go check it out on my channel. A tutorial on how exactly this farm works and how to get those guys into the floor like that without them dying. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I think the tutorial turned out pretty good. You should be able to. You guys are all pretty smart. I'm thinking you guys are going to be able to follow it pretty easy. But look at this. Look at this. This is just crazy. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks of space here. And it's just crammed. And I would not be surprised at all if I've lost a few villagers to mob cramming. And look at those babies that just came down. I mean, I've been in this world. I actually just watched some TV and had some dinner with the old lady. So all of these villagers, everything in here was grown up. Now we can see at least 3 babies. We just turned on that farm. So if you're looking for something that's going to pump out the babies, that's the one. But today, we need to get some of these guys over to spawn, because we want to make an iron farm. We're sick of mining for iron that we're going to use up almost immediately. So we want to have a never-ending supply. So I threw together just a very, very simple villager transport. It's just a dispenser full of minecarts with a button next to it. I've got these powered rails. They're specifically going up like this because the minecart's going to grab somebody, go up, and it's just going to fall right there. And that gives us a chance to take a look and see if maybe it's a librarian that has mending. It'd be a shame to waste that on a iron farm. So we've got a little lever here, and I know I hadn't messed with a whole lot of minecarts probably before last year, really, just because they were kind of outdated. But this, just putting a regular rail, that's just a regular rail, putting a lever next to it, apparently you can switch tracks. And that's just freaking awesome. Because now we can say keep and send him over there. Because what's this guy? I forgot. Smite 5 or 4. So we smite 4. Not something super useful. But maybe he's got other ones and we haven't unlocked them all. I kind of want to find out. But if it's a nitwit or a cleric with a super high trade for rotten flesh, we're getting rid of them. They're going into that nether portal, and then we'll follow them through. In fact, I'm going to need that on the bar. Won't need the rockets. So let's go ahead and test this out. Actually, what's the entity count? Up in the top left corner, about 5 lines down, you see an E. Well, that's 65, 64. That is the entity count. So that tells you how many entities are in a straight line from where you're looking. And yeah, we got over 60 villagers in there. And you should have stayed in there. I gotta figure out a way. I gotta figure out a different dispenser system. This I just threw together real quick because I've got so many guys here and I need to get rid of them. So let's. What are you? Just armor? You're going this way. Let's do F3B. Because we don't want to hit him. Close the door behind us. Alright, so he's through. We follow him. Let's get rid of that F3. So laggy when you come through the portals. Hey. Oh. There. Are you happy now? Let's try it that way. As long as you're standing somewhere on the rails, I'm happy. So all I did was a little S-bend here. That'll pick him up. Half slab, he'll go through that without getting hurt, but nothing's coming in. Because baby pigmen will actually not cross the railroad track. Mobs have an aversion to crossing railroad tracks. It's very noticeable when you're making your way through a mine shaft. Alright, let's get rid of that. Put it back in our pocket. Get out a boat. The rails in the nether, they were just literally to get us up this little hill. So now he's in there. We got half slabs, we can go through them just fine. And you only need 1 line of ice. Now I could put slabs down there so that nothing spawns, or I could put stairs either facing that way or up to the block. There's a number of stylish things you can do with this, but as far as the ice goes, you only need the 1. Come on. Did I mention it's a little hard to control? If I put glass panes or iron fences or iron rails right along here, that'll actually keep me pretty well centered. There we go. And those guys will be gone when we come back through. Mostly because I think we're going too far away for them to stay, to not despawn. We gotta do something about that. Every time I get out of this boat, I hit my head a little. And that's not so good. Let's see. Nope. Okay, that'll work. Let's just grab a couple of building blocks. Because we're going to want to take this up just a little, because I don't want to damage them any more than I have to. So we'll stick that right there. Go ahead and pick block. Ah. Or just fall. No, I don't have enough to block all the view, but that'll help a little bit. Actually, none of it's pretty anyway, so we'll just grab some more of this. Because all we're looking to do is keep the gas from blowing up, putting out the portal. Alright, let's get out of that. Oh, I don't want to go through. It can be a little bit hard to place blocks. There we go. That's all we wanted. Alright, so we'll grab that. And we'll just give him a little nudge to his new home. And sometimes it takes a second to load. Nether portals seem a little buggy. Yeah, nether portals seem a little buggy, and that is super. That was super annoying. You know what? Oh, I can't. Maybe we can get away with that and a little nudge. Okay. Well, so we're back through. And let's try that again. Actually, no. Well, you know what? We could use another rack. Yeah, the world seems to take a second. Alright, right there. And we're in. So this should help. Okay, there. And then one there. Alright, so we'll still be able to nudge them off, but we won't have to stand in the portal to do it. And right now, that makes 3 villagers over there. We got a bunch more to move. So, I'll be right back. And I just filled 4 shulkers of stone down in our mines. And let's go ahead and use the left oven and see. Even if we leave our armor on, let's see if that'll fix it. The pick for us. I don't know, the armor might take away from it. No, it... yeah. That's freaking amazing. All we gotta do is keep our fuel blocks coming, and you know, as long as we're not needing to repair all the time, we're gonna get ourselves instant repair. That's amazing. I've put a little bit of a halt to the villager movement for now. We have a couple villagers under there. And I'm thinking instead of filling a room down there with villagers right now, I'm going to go ahead and start building the platform so we can just, as we move them over, take them straight from the portal down this little walkway and to their future homes. So for these iron farms, we're gonna have a hole in the middle of 4. You're gonna want to make sure they're in your spawn chunks. I'm positive this is my spawn chunks because I spawned in the water between that taiga and the jungle. So for me, it was just super easy to remember that I was right between there and there. I mean, a jungle right next to a taiga, it's not very common. They're very different climate zones, and this just happened to work out really well for us. So I'm thinking right about here, about midway between the 2 islands ought to be good. And all we're gonna do is put a 2x2. In fact, let's put some torches with us. Oh, we've got plenty more. So we're gonna have a 2x2 hole for the golems to fall down, and you know, right there we just anywhere right there we can have some lava. And we're going out in each direction, 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're just putting some half slabs, some bottom half slabs right there, so that the water that is going to wash the golems just stays in on their platform. Uh-oh. Nighttime. Nope. Nothing's lit up over here. Nothing. All right. Let's keep that closed. Actually, while we were running over here, I saw. You can see right over there. That was the first ruin that we raided. That was the start to our whole series. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now all we gotta do is 8 out in each direction. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we fill in the whole square and put the bottom half slabs all around the outside. Be back when that's done. Platform built. Now what we need to do, I'm actually gonna cap that off so I don't fall through it. Now what we need to do is pick 2 corners, 2 opposite corners. I've already gone ahead and mapped out one just to kind of get my numbers straight. And this corner would be the other side. So we're going to, well, in all the corners, you've got your border. You're going to stick a block in the corner, a slab, another slab on top. So you have 3 bottom slabs right next to this full block, and that way you can put a water block here and it'll flow down to the middle a little bit later on. But that corner and this corner are going to be a little bit special. Actually, we do want that to stay. And what we're going to do is build a little cage in each of these corners for some villagers. In my last world, I think I did 6 in each corner, and it produced pretty decent iron. I think I've heard that putting 10 in each corner, or even 12 in each corner, might increase your rates, but it's by a very small percent. Let's see. And we want to go up one more. And just because of my OCD, we're gonna fix that. I'll put another staircase up a little. So basically, what you're gonna have now is you're gonna have the border, and then you're gonna have another space and another space. And this right here, starting right there. So from this, well, let's not do that with the pickaxe. So from this floor, you're going up 1 for the water border, and 2, which is just actually going to be a space, and on 3 we're going to put 6 blocks. They could be blocks. I'm using slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're simply going to face in and place the doors. And that will pop them out behind you. And once again, the OCD. Alright, so let's try there. No. Why won't you go the way you're supposed to? You know what? I'll mess with it later. Okay, so these ones, nope, we don't want it facing, we want it facing out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doors. Yeah, I guess they want to face each other. Alright, I suppose there's some symmetry in that. We can live with that. And the next platform is going to be on the top half of the door. So you can see that's on the top half of the door. So let's go ahead and get that going. And then the water border for the second platform will cap the doors, just like that. Alright, I'm not going to fill in the whole platform on camera because, I mean, who really wants to watch me place 150 blocks? But what we are going to do is hopefully, nope, not like that. Let's open that door. And Let's... No. No. Ah, crap. Actually, we're going to use this opportunity to quickly change it back to day so that we don't have a stream of buddies going across the across this little plank and messing with us. Now it's important over here that you're not placing any other doors. That's why I'm using fence gates right here. They don't count towards the village. They're not going to change where the center of the village is, because when a village is formed, it's going to take into account all the doors within about a 64 block to 70 block radius, and the center of the village will be in the center of where all the doors that it can find within that radius are. I mean, if you picture this as the center of the village, then 64 blocks up and in a sphere around this point, that's the village. So if I were to put a door over there, then it would pull the center of this village over a little bit, and our iron golems might be spawning right there, or over there. We want them to spawn here and on that other platform. Let me see if I can get back up here. Well, those aren't needed. Alright, so that's where the villagers are gonna be hiding, or where we're gonna keep them safe. That is a bottom slab, so nothing can spawn in there with them. And right now we're placing some temporary blocks. These blocks I just placed are temporary. Those are all going away, because we're going to load our villagers into the farm by pushing them into here. And they'll, when they fall down, we'll cap that off with a topside slab and pop a torch in there. So we just need something to push them up against. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in this platform as well, and we'll be right back. Okay, that platform is built now too. It really didn't take all that long, a couple of minutes. But I'm sure you guys are going to be glad that you didn't sit there watching me place blocks. Alright, so now we have the doors for the village. We have the village centered over here, over this. One very important note is that the platform floors do need to be full blocks, full solid blocks. And I believe we used to be able to use slabs. I believe it was a 1.13.1 change. I don't know if it was a bug fix or just something Mojang decided that needed to be changed, but you need to use a solid block for that. Any of your choice, really. I'm using stone brick because it's easy to gather, and this isn't something that's going to be near our main base. It's not something we're going to look at a whole lot. We're going to stop on over every now and then, empty out a few chests, and scamper off again. So now we've got both corners prepared for villagers to come home. Yeah, they shouldn't be able to land anywhere except for straight down the shaft and right into their little home right there. Also, once there's water on this, no, we won't need any torches. The only torches I'll use are one in each corner that has villagers. I'll be putting a torch on the cap I put over top of the villagers' heads. But half slab and then covered by water means this doesn't have to be lit up well once it gets going. So we're prepped there, we're prepped there. We need to get the villagers onto that platform. And what I found was that water elevator is perfect for this. So we're gonna just temporarily remove a couple blocks, and we're just gonna build up, let's say right there. Just gonna build up a little bit of a space, maybe even give ourselves a bigger platform so that we can make a path coming out from the nether portal and literally just hop on a boat, drive down here, hop out of the boat, and push them into the water elevator, and they'll be at the level we need. Some numbers you might want to write down when you're deciding where to build this. I like to do my first farm on Y level 70. That platform, this first platform is at Y70, which means that the village center, which will be right about there, will be more than I would be able to technically possibly get away with building another one of these at bedrock. And it also means that at Y150 we're clear to build another platform directly above this with the same drop chute for the golems, and then also at Y level 230. And all of those numbers, Y70, Y150, and Y230, are the bottom platform block. See, look on the left hand side, you can see looking at block. Oh crap, I put it on 69. Well, I'm not going to build one below this because that in itself presents its own challenges, because the bedrock can really mess with that, and then you got to get the golems away, far enough away from the village that they're not preventing more from spawning, and there will be a constant stream coming down. So I'm not actually going to build one down there. I'm just going to build at Y70, 150, and 230, and yeah, my feet are at Y70, but I should have built the platform at that level right there, Y70. I'm not gonna go fix it, at least definitely not right now, because that's a lot of work to redo, and it's not gonna make a huge difference for my single player world. Now let's expand this a little bit more. Let's get rid of that F3 screen. Alright, this should be plenty of space for me to pop a villager down in a boat and pop him out of the boat. So let's see, do we have... hopefully we do have a couple of fence gates. Let's stick one there and one on top of it, and let's replace these. There we go. So we'll open those and build straight down to it, and that block right there is going to be a soul sand. Do I have one? Possibly. Toolbox. The trusty old toolbox. There we go. Now I'm actually going to, this elevator is going to be a permanent thing. You know, in case I need to get up there for maintenance or just to check on things. Or if one's not producing, I can go up and check the villager counts. I'll be able just to come over from there and ride all the way up to the top. If I'm holding forward, I'll be able to get off on whatever platform I want to get off on. So let's see, do I have... Oh, you know what? I know that I'm running low on ice, and I also know that there's icebergs over there. So let's take a little ride. To make that ice road in the nether, I cleared out most of an entire iceberg. I just completely demolished one. Right where the portal is, actually. That's the second portal, the one that we pass like 30 blocks before the spawn portal. As you can see, it's actually a decent distance. Oh no, 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 no. And I have good news for everybody. My old lady is awesome and helped me pick out a keyboard that's not going to make as much clicking sounds. So we're not going to have to worry about that for much longer. Actually, tomorrow I should be getting a new one. I just didn't want to wait till tomorrow to start filming this episode. Yeah, see, I took that was kind of like that over there. It was super tall, and I got a decent amount of compressed ice and blue ice out of it. But now what we're interested in is stuff that makes water. So let's grab that. Okay, so now we brought over some ice. We got it broken. There we go. Let's see. Let's replace that one and that one. Because we are going to make that permanent. I think we're all set up to start bringing some villagers over. And I mean, the obvious way down is right into the ocean. So now that we've got that started, I'm gonna probably make a cut for the night because it's getting pretty late here and I'm getting tired. So we'll catch up with you in the morning and we'll start bringing villagers over one by one. So we've moved all the villagers except for one, and I thought I'd bring you along for the last one. I changed up. I'm probably, you know, I was trying to come up with my own little system real quickly on getting the villagers out of there. I'm probably going to end up just going to Unary Bits design because it still works flawlessly and it's one of the best designs. Everybody uses it. So I'll probably set that up in between episodes. Cartographer, we don't want him. Yeah, so let's take this guy over and finish up the first layer. Oh, over there. There we go. Oh yeah, linked up the portal in the villager breeder room so that I didn't have to keep running from my main base and ender pearling across the pond. But this really hasn't been too bad. It hasn't taken a whole lot of time. As long as you got it all set up in advance, it really doesn't. Well, of course, this guy's stubborn, doesn't want to get into anything. There we go. But as long as you've got a transportation network set up, come on. I spent too long in the nether. Get. There we go. Yeah, I need to put slabs or stairs along there, and redstone dust on this ice won't affect the boat at all, but it'll definitely stop spawns. Now let's see if all these pigmen make our villagers run wild. Yep. It's kind of what I figured was going to happen. It's alright. We'll stick him in and then break the boat. And he should go immediately over. Actually, let's sleep real quick. And I did keep those villagers down there kind of as backups. All it'll take to get them out of there is a little bit of a water column and some soul sand. As you can see, that's not too bad. A couple minutes per villager. Could be a lot worse. Alright, let's hope he's not gonna run. So you just push him into the water elevator. Try to get him into a boat. There we go. And this will make 6 in both corners. It's gonna be so nice having free iron. Alright, there's our 6. We're removing the drop chute for the villagers. And we're gonna hop down here, and all we're gonna do is cap it off. Place a torch right there. So now this spot and the cap over there are going to be the only spawnable place spots on this farm once I get rid of that platform. Because now, well, let's see if I got them on me. I should. There we go. So we put water there, water there, there. Oh, actually, do we have any blocks left? Yeah, we can't forget we got to put our water there. So this should. Let's see. Yeah, because we want to make infinite water sources all the way across. But you don't want to place any water in that block or that block. You want that to be flowing water, and this will push it out towards the center. Yeah. And we should just be able to walk along and punch it. And that should be platform done. Yeah, this farm, it's not going to produce, 3,000 an hour. But, you AFK overnight, you're probably not going to need iron for a little while. And why is that? Because of this. There we go. Yeah, that's not going to hurt anything. So now we just want to go up top. Do that all over again. We want to reconstruct our corner that we tore down to get the villagers in their drop chute. Which is pretty nice and easy. Although I may need to go get some more glass. Or some more ice. Is this the box? That's not enough. But we can do that. Just gotta be careful when you do it with a bucket that you're not placing the water on the slab, because now you'll waterlog the slab, and that's gonna make the water flow in a direction we're not looking for. Alright, we should just be able to punch the rest of these out. Then hopefully go and sleep real quick. And turn off F3B. Perfect. Let's see if we can get a good view. And that's what it should look like. Pretty simple, no frills. I originally saw this design by a YouTuber named Freolith. You should definitely go by and check out his channel. Okay, so I rigged up a simple little kill chamber for them, so that this first golem farm is going to start producing while we're building the rest of them. Because we're that poor. We need every advantage we can take right now. All it is, magma blocks, one water source in a corner, flowing to an opposite corner with a hopper, leading into some chests. And I'm hoping that with this setup, yeah, it's not super intrusive on the eyes. Like it all kind of hides in the water. So this should be pretty easy. We just come through the portal, go down the walkway, and check our chests. So I guess all that's left to do now is to go ahead and start building the rest. Welcome back. We've done some stuff and things. We have 1, 2, 3 of these platforms built up. I lowered the access platform all the way down to the water. And here's our little kill chamber. Let's see if we get lucky and have one fall in. This thing stays pretty active. I'm using magma blocks mostly because I want to be able to swipe at them with my sword to get golem heads. Oh. Kinda. Maybe we'll get lucky. It doesn't look like we got lucky that time. But I'd like a couple of them to decorate the farm with. Maybe after I get a couple heads, maybe I'll put a lava blade, but this will work just fine. It's not gonna back up. Let's see if... Oh, and I have that so that we can access all the platforms and do some maintenance. We can also just fly up there, but if we ever have to get another villager up there, we can just block the water column off at whatever level and have them fly up through it. Yes, we can. Awesome. Sometimes with thunderstorms, or sometimes with rain, you get stuck with it, but thunderstorms you can sleep through. Alright. Let's take a quick peek at this. I'm just about out of time for this episode, so I'm just gonna take a quick peek at this. Whoa. One platform. They're all essentially the same, and it's nothing exciting. The exciting part is what's in these chests right here. That's mostly just iron gotten from building this and from leaving it running while I ate a little bit ago. In fact, actually, you know what? We're probably gonna wind up putting that right into hoppers because we don't have any. Well, actually, you know what? I think that's going to be it for this episode. So, if you liked what you saw, or if you learned a few things, go ahead and hit subscribe. Hit the like button. It's much appreciated. And until next time, everybody have a good night.